OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide. Perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you are a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag. And it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute Laureate Award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
(10-7). That is the score that reads here at New Albany High School. Welcome back to DoresTV. They scored on their last possession off that long 30-yard touchdown pass from Sam McMillan. And their first, I want to say their first successful running play just occurred.
That's the first time they've really tried to get out to the edge and try and turn the corners. Most of their running plays have been kind of in between the tackles, and that's where the Commodores defense really excels, is they don't allow you to run between the tackles. So that's really the first successful run is because it's the first time they've tried to bounce it outside.
Good observation, Lawrence. And it's only a 6-yard gain, so it doesn't hurt you too much considering how strong this Lafayette defense is.
But as an offense, that's kind of what when you're not an offense like Baylor or Oregon or TCU. Generally, what you're looking to try and do is just pick up 5 or 6 yards on first down every time, so you're in second and manageable, third and short.
And it looks like New Albany will take a timeout. We will take one as well. Stay with us right here on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232.
Oxford has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come by and let's be friends.
Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
Welcome back to DoresTV. DoresTV is powered by Furniture World, name brand mattresses and home entertainment furniture at unbeatable prices. 1901 Jackson Avenue West. And Collins will hand it off to Wilson for a gain of 2. Back in the I formation on that play. This will be 3rd down and 1. Inside Commodore territory, ball on the 50-yard line. But you would like to see a big push here from the D-line to see if they can force a 4th down. We'll see what they do. And Collins, they pitch it out, and he's got the 1st down. Austin Cook on the carry for the Bulldogs picks up the 1st down.
The Commodore defense knew what was coming, and they were ready for it. It's just the Bulldogs played good assignment football, stuck with their blocks, were able to pick up the 1st down.
New Albany getting a little more aggressive on offense. They've been trying some sweeps. They've been running outside, and it's worked as they are now in Commodore territory, ball on the 40. And they are driving. Under center is Collins. He'll drop back, and he throws in incomplete. Incomplete pass. Pass was intended for Jake McDonald. You know, the one pass completion this game has been that touchdown.
It was the wide receiver who threw it.
Right.
Reminds me of a couple years ago. I think it might have been Derek Dooley's 2nd year at Tennessee. I think it was Joker Phillips' last game. No, I'm thinking. Anyway, it was a Tennessee-Kentucky football game. I know this much. And Kentucky brought in a wide receiver.
I do remember that. I do.
As their starting quarterback because all their quarterbacks have been hurt and they beat Tennessee. I think that was Dooley's 2nd to last season, so that might have been his second or 3rd season.
There's a fumble on the play, but New Albany recovered, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 on the 39-yard line.
I think that was the first time Kentucky had beat Tennessee in football in, I want to say, a long time.
Since early 90s, probably?
Yeah.
I think it was, too. That one's going to be a good one this year, though.
Oh, Kentucky's going to smoke them. Kentucky's good this year in Tennessee. Every year with Tennessee, it's all just wait till next year, just wait till next year. And next year comes, and it's just wait till next year again. Tennessee's had 4 straight 5-7 seasons.
That's who the Ole Miss Rebels played over the weekend. There's the sweep, but he's in trouble there as Jake McDonald, he got the pitch, and it looked like he was going to throw. Couldn't find anyone, and he gets sacked.
Yeah, McDonald's got to be a little bit smarter than that. Is when you got the defense in your face and the pocket is collapsed around you, you're already outside of the tackle box. So just chuck that ball out of bounds. Live to fight another day.
That should force a punt from the Bulldogs.
Because if you by taking that sack, you force yourself to punt the football instead of maybe even setting up a potential. Maybe they try to go for it on 4th down. Maybe they try, something. But now it's very obvious that they're going to have to punt the ball.
It's 4th down and 19. There's the snap, and it's punted. And there's no one back there to return it, and it's going to roll. It's going to be
come on.
The 1-yard line, and I
That's
thought
not
that was
even
going to be a
the
touchback.
one. Why was there no one back to return that punt, though?
That was interesting. I'm not sure why that is, but the Lafayette offense, they have a long journey ahead on this drive as they got to go
99 and a half yards.
99 and a half yards.
The drives don't get longer than this.
And you might want to expect the Devin Thomas sneak because in the shotgun when you're in
anything
your own
can
end zone,
happen.
that's risky.
It is risky. And normally, as a fan, and I'm a big fan of coaches taking risks. You don't need to be taking risks right down here around your own goal line. Now, it's great if they pay off, but Devin Thomas has been able to run the ball effectively tonight, so I would have no problem with the sneak here.
DoresTV would like to thank Oxford Spot, home to crispy, crunchy chicken, and Hunt Brothers Pizza, located at 1438 North Lamar in Oxford. Also, we'd like to thank State Farm, the Marty Stark Agency, located at 1004 North Lamar, suite number 4. So here they go, and I called it. Devin Thomas under center now, and he's going to sneak it, and he's pushed a little bit forward, so that gives the Commodores a little bit of breathing room.
Sets up maybe a conventional running play here. You just got to get out of the shadow of the goal line, as they should be at the 20 right now, but You gotta
that ain't none of your business.
That's none of my business. That's just something you're going to have to live with. Coach Robertson was not happy. Right before that snap, he was out on the field giving the official an earful, as he should have been.
Ball on the 4-yard line, 2nd down and 7 with 2:25. Clock is ticking remaining in the second quarter. The football is dropped, but fortunately Price picked it up.
Good heads-up play by Price. I think that was almost a direct snap to him, is the way, because Thomas was lined up to the left of Price, and the ball was snapped to the right of Price. That may have just been a bad snap. But if that was intended for Thomas, that was a really bad snap.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the center didn't have his positioning right for Lafayette. That also could have been an issue. So no gain on that one. One minute and 40 seconds remaining, and we'll see if they play conservative or if they try to make something happen. And they'll just give it to Price, and Price, he's got the first down, and he's still running past the 40.
Oh, great cutback.
Past the 50, taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
That's great. Great execution again from the Commodores. That's the third or fourth really big, really good run from Price. I think that's probably his longest of the night. That one went for like 60 yards.
That's right, a 60, or probably about a 55-yard rush.
We round up. Pad the stats.
I like it.
I think they ruled him out of bounds a little bit short of where he ended up with the ball after the play, where maybe he stepped out of bounds over there.
And there's the handoff to, guess who? Terrell Price, and he takes it a few yards to the 43-yard line.
Interesting that they're calling. That's the last time out for the Commodores. No, excuse me. No, it's not. They've got all three. I was looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. That's the first of 3 timeouts for the Commodores.
We will take a timeout as well. Lafayette moving the football pretty well on this drive. Stay with us right here on DoresTV.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
Welcome back to DoresTV. 2nd down and 5. Terrell Price making a lot happen on this drive as he has accounted for over 55, 60 yards of offense on this drive. And Thomas throws it to Woods, and Woods has got the first down. He gets tackled at the 32-yard line.
Clock stops while they move the chains. They're hurrying up to the line. There's good offensive execution here. Good 2-minute offense running by the Commodores. They took a smart timeout. Now they're hurrying up to the line. They got the play called. Still plenty of time.
Minute left to go, and Devin Thomas keeps it himself. He's up the middle. He's got some good blocks. Still on his feet. Tackled at the 5-yard line. And he's pumped up, Lawrence.
He's been able to run the ball. I want to say he's got to have close to 100 yards rushing, Devin Thomas, tonight. I know Terrell Price has got over 100 yards just with the touchdown run and the one he just ripped off. They're racking up some yards on the ground here. You got to turn them into points, though.
And could have had more yards in the air had there not been a couple of drops. 45 seconds, first and goal now for the Doors. And the delayed handoff. He keeps it himself. And I think the referees will spot him just short, and Lafayette will take a timeout. They'll have one remaining. We'll take a timeout as well. Lafayette just inches away from scoring. Stay with us right here on DoresTV.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original. And that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide. Perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you're a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag. And it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
Welcome back to DoresTV. Lafayette, they have responded on this drive, going 99 yards so far, or 98 if you want to be technical.
We'll call it 98.5 because they went from one half-yard line to the other half-yard line.
Let's see if they can make it a 99-yard drive. Thomas will probably try to sneak it.
Oh, he's definitely in.
And he
there it is.
in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
That drive with
very impressive, Lawrence.
Terrell Price picked up the first 56 yards. Devin Thomas picked up the rest of it.
Very good execution, very good play calling from Coach Eric Robertson, and we've seen a lot of improvement from Devin Thomas this year, and it's really showing tonight, Lawrence.
It is showing tonight. They decided they tested the defense early on. Good running option. They were throwing the football around the yard. Now they've gone back to their running game, which has been their bread and butter all season.
Ryan Holland will attempt the extra point. It's up, and it's good. 17-7. Lafayette has the lead. We'll come back for 33 seconds of football remaining in the first half. Stay with us on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232.
Oxford has a lot to offer, And so do we at Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come by and let's be friends.
Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we're back at New Albany High School, where the Lafayette Commodores are winning 17-7 right now over New Albany. New Albany, their one touchdown came on a lucky trick pass of 30 yards after a muff punt by Jawan Kynes. And they will kick off, and it'll be returned by Boyd. And Boyd is tackled at the 29. 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
I just figure, personally, I would take shots down the field, but I figure New Albany's going to try and get into halftime here. Although they do have a timeout left, so we'll see. Did just notice as Ryan Holland's coming off the field, he's wearing different colored shoes. He's got on his kicking foot, he's got a white shoe, and on his non-kicking, on his plant foot, he's got a black shoe. Kickers are their own breed. They really are.
And Collins will take a knee, and I think that's going to bring our half to a close. They elect to not go for it and make something happen, although they did have one timeout remaining. So I think that overall pretty productive half from Lafayette. And that was big that they were able to get that touchdown at the end.
That's big. It's always big when you can get points on the board, get momentum going in halftime.
All right, well, that's halftime. Lafayette leads 17-7. Stay with us, and we will have a halftime recap with just a few minutes before the third quarter, but don't go anywhere. DoresTV is coming back for the second half.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
So you know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to our halftime recap. I'm Browning Stubbs alongside Lawrence Dockery. And Lawrence, the Commodores are winning 17-7, and really they've done well. They've dominated the ball offensively, and their defense has played well, all except those couple plays there at the middle of the second quarter.
That's it. They've played very well. As Devin Thomas says, he's racked up big chunks of yards tonight. They've had a couple of penalties, cost them a lot, cost them some yards, cost them a touchdown from Terrell Price. Terrell Price has had a whale of a game. He had that one long touchdown run. He had another one called back, and then when they were pinned back down there at the goal line, he had another really long run that set up the last score before the half for the Commodores. So the offense, they've got it clicking on offense. Defense is playing just as well as ever. Defense, you can't fault them for giving up that touchdown. It came off a muff punt, and then on 4th down, New Albany ran a trick play for a touchdown. It's really their only completed pass of the game.
And Lafayette had a 99-yard drive that had them up by 10 points, 17-7. What do the Commodores need to do in the second half to keep that going?
They need to do more of the same, as Devin Thomas has done really well on the option. He's been keeping it really well. He's spinning. He's picking up big chunks of yards. Just keep doing more of the same.
We'll be right back for the second half right here on DoresTV.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original. And that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide. Perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you are a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag. And it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
Welcome back to DoresTV. We are at Kitchens Field on the campus of New Albany High School. And the Commodores are leading 17-7. Ryan Holland kicks off to start the second half, and it's returned out of bounds to about the 30-yard line. And Lawrence, one stat from the first half that is amazing and kind of shameful if you're a Bulldogs fan, but their quarterback, Bryce Collins, has not completed a pass.
He has not completed a pass. It's the one completed pass we mentioned that they have came off a trick play, a reverse, and their wide receiver,
Sam McMillan,
threw it beautiful. It was perfect. They might consider switching him to quarterback.
And they keep Collins in. The pressure from the Commodores is urgent, and the pass is thrown, and it's out of bounds. Great pressure by Lafayette.
They've run a lot of play. Like we've said it before, is this really only the first or second time we've seen an opponent run a conventional offense where the lineup and the operation run standard play action. And it hasn't worked for them. The Commodore defense has been ready for it every single time. They've got good pass rush. They've been forcing him out of the pocket and either to throw it out of bounds or to make an errant throw on the run.
And it's 2nd and 10, ball on the 30-yard line. And just another 1-yard gain on the play. Third and 8 on the 32 with 11:20 remaining in the third quarter. I'm waiting for this pass completion. It's going to be a miracle when it happens.
It's going to have to happen because just by playing the percentages.
And a handoff to the fullback, doesn't get anything, and looks like they're going to punt.
And we were down kind of close to, we were down by the New Albany locker room as they were coming out to start the second half, and these guys are small. I mean, we made that observation in the first half just up here, but down, they're not any bigger, most of them, than me or you, even some of these offensive linemen, and so that bodes very well for these Commodores moving forward in this game.
And Ethan Rainey punts almost blocked by the Commodores. And Kine signals for the fair catch at the 35. And that's where the Commodores will take over when we come back. Stay with us right here on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232.
Oxford has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come by and let's be friends.
Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
Welcome back to Kitchens Field on the campus of New Albany High School. 17-7, and Price is in trouble there. No gain on the play.
And as we mentioned in the pregame, we said they got to cut down on the turnovers. They got to cut down on the penalties. Only one turnover, but it cost them 7 points on the muff punt. And the penalties, is members of the coaching staff were walking by, going back up to the top of the press box. In passing, they kind of mentioned that there's about 40 yards in holding penalties, but it's cost us about 80 hidden yards and a touchdown.
That's been the fallback for the Commodores, and Devin Thomas delayed handoff to Price. Price is past 40, tripped up at the 43-yard line. And Lawrence, one thing that's been very impressive for the Commodores in the first half, I think combined, you had to have had over 200 rushing yards by Terrell Price and Devin Thomas.
Oh, they were. I know I would be willing to bet my mortgage on the fact that Terrell Price had over 100 rushing yards in that first half. He had a long touchdown run, the second play of the game, and then he went from one goal line to just past midfield on that goal line to goal line drive for the Commodores right before the end of the half. And Devin Thomas, once he's putting on the moves when he breaks into that defensive secondary.
He keeps it himself, and he's going to be, I think, just a yard short of the first down.
That's going to be close. I think they may need to come out and measure. It looks like they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, depends on the spot, but we'll see. Yeah, he's going to be just short. You had a really good push there, and then you're up 10, and you're clearly bigger than this team. Why not go for it?
Well, they haven't been able to stop the rush at all tonight. There's just been maybe 2 plays where somebody's been thrown for a loss or no gain, but they got to get this play going. They're down to 7.
Thomas, I think he got it. That should be a first down for Lafayette.
I think it's funny is they're not really fooling anybody with him setting up in the shotgun.
He does that all the time.
He does it every time. Hey, if they can't stop it, don't go away from it. So, good on the coaching staff, good on Devin Thomas. If they know what you're going to do and they still can't stop you, keep doing it.
8:20 to go, 1st and 10 on the 46. spread formation and Dylan Woods in motion. And the ball will be handed off to Tavon Joyner.
Looks like Thomas had a little bit of trouble when that ball was snapped. I don't know if maybe it's getting kind of chilly. I don't know if it's getting kind of slick down there or if it was just an iffy kind of snap.
Busby checks in for Joyner. Second down and 9 yards to go. 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. And Devin Thomas, shotgun. He's trying to find someone. Spins out of the pressure. Pass is complete to Dylan Woods for about 5 yards. And he gets out of bounds.
That's what you got to do on second down. You see, it's now you're not in an impossible situation. Now you've got a third and short.
You got to make your third downs manageable, Lawrence, just like you said. 3rd and 3 on the 47. They're in Bulldog territory here early this third quarter. Thomas looks over at Coach Robertson for the signal. Four receiver spread and Terrell Price in the backfield for the Commodores. And let's see, he keeps it himself. Is he going to pitch it? No, he keeps it himself, and he's past the first down marker, tackled at the 34. First down, Commodores.
We've seen a lot of that tonight from the Commodores. A lot of Devin Thomas almost getting ready to pitch it, reading the defense to a T, and picking up the first down. I'm still confused as to why this defense, this Bulldog defense, has not, become attuned to the fact that Thomas hasn't pitched it yet tonight. He's kept it every single time, and he's picked up significant yardage every single time.
Devin Thomas, I think it's fair to say he's having his best rushing game of the season so far.
Oh, this is very clearly his best rushing game of the season.
And he's doing a pretty decent job throwing the ball too as he hands it off to Terrell Price. Price is past the 20, still on his feet. He could go all the way, and he does. Touchdown, Commodores. No flags.
No flags this time. I think Terrell Price may end up with over 300 yards rushing before this game is said and done.
Yeah.
That's how good he is playing tonight. He's getting to the outside, and it's not that he's breaking tackles. He's just untouched. He's getting good blocks from his receivers, and he's just beating everybody. He's just faster than most of the guys on the defense for New Albany.
Ryan Holland will attempt the extra point. And this is the first road game of the season where the Commodores have come out from the start and been winning the game wire to wire. Extra point is good, 24-7. Lafayette coming up strong here in the third quarter. Stay with us here on DoresTV.
Family owned and operated since 1959. The Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
Welcome back to Doors TV, our broadcast tonight is powered by a new sponsor, Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Visit the East University Avenue location and see the selection of 2015 model cars and trucks, as well as pre-owned inventory. Allen Samuels, come by. Let's be friends. Holland kicks off. It's going to be returned by Boyd. Big kick, and he runs it out, and he's tackled near the 40-yard line. So solid return for New Albany. We're here at Kitchens Field. I'm Browning Stubbs alongside Lawrence Dockery for complete coverage of the Lafayette Commodores this year. Follow us on Twitter at Browning Stubbs, and Lawrence can follow him at LDoc93. Lawrence, we have yet to see that pass completion, but like from a standpoint of New Albany, the passing game's not working. The running game's not really working. How can they get back at the game?
Well, they're not going to get into it with false starts like that, as they haven't been able. I don't think this offense has picked up a first down on their own. The only first down they picked up, the only way they've been able to put points on the board was off the muff punt. That's really all they've had going for them tonight. And even then, they converted on a 4th and long for a touchdown. So they're gonna have to try and come up with something here. I don't know if maybe they could switch quarterbacks or just run straight Wildcat every time. Well, hang on. It doesn't look like that was a false start. Looks like it was offsides against the Commodores. As I'm rambling.
In motion. And Wilson doesn't get anything.
They start going the wrong way.
This team so far today kind of reminds me of how Lafayette was playing earlier in the season.
It does. They weren't Lafayette. This first 4 games of the season was not a fun team to watch, and the lack of offensive production and the lack of wins kind of masked how good of a football team this really is. As they've shown it, they started out the season, I believe it was maybe 1-4, 1-3, and now they're 4-4. And they're in good shape here. So they've turned. I think I said it before, that Oxford game was the turning point this season.
And there it is, the first pass completion of the night from Bryce Collins as he finds Austin Cook over the middle. Move to chains, first down, Bulldogs.
Now maybe if you know Albany, once you get that first down, you need to start going up tempo.
I agree.
We see Auburn do that. We see Baylor do it. We see Oregon do it at the collegiate level. We see the Philadelphia Eagles do it at the professional level. Maybe that's what it will take to get your offense jump-started.
Collins in the shotgun, and that looked like a false start.
Somebody jumped early. But
I think that was wide receiver McMillan.
I think this play is coming back. There's a flag down at the 50.
Well, we can say that McMillan certainly didn't take advantage, as he could have gone deep after that head start, but Collins did not find him. And, yep, you're right, Lawrence. This one is coming back. Let's bring that back to the 40-yard line, 1st and 26. So, you had some confidence with that pass completion, but now it's all
now you're right back to where you were. And it's not just 20, it's 26 from the spot of the foul.
And there's pass completed to Boyd.
All right, back-to-back completions. Looks like there's a Commodore down about to – nope, he's up. That was Coker.
I think his lower back's hurt. I think Jawan Kynes might check in for him. Or maybe not. Yes, he will.
Well, he comes off under his own steam, so that's always a good sign. They still got second and a long ways to go here.
Picked up 9 or picked up about 10 on that play. And there's some movement early, and that should be against the Bulldogs. You know, in the first half, we really didn't see a lot of penalties from this team, and they kind of had a few in the second half.
Well, I thought that maybe could have even been a delay game because that play clock was at 0.
Waiting for the officials for their confirmation on it.
I thought I saw 2 or 3 linemen popping on the line, but they're same procedure. They're getting procedure.
Might be a false start or a delay of game.
Or it could be on the defense. You don't know. It's funny, even at the college, professional, and high school level, in situations like this, everyone just points the finger at each other like little kids. It's always kind of funny.
I know. Yeah, false start. I think that's the most common penalty in football. And there's 2 penalties on the play. One was against Lafayette, one was against the Bulldogs, and they're both going to be offset. And there's the snap. Collins again finds Boyd.
Completion. That sets up 3rd and short.
You're definitely in 4-down territory. We're 4:45 to go in the 3rd quarter, so you got to make a smart play if you're New Albany. Lafayette, on the other hand, they've got to maybe tighten up on the receivers here.
As they have been playing soft because they haven't respected the ability of the quarterback, and they've had no reason to. But now maybe this drive, he's strong. He's got 3 straight completions going. So we'll see if that can translate into some first downs and some points.
In motion is McMillan, and Collins keeps it. And good stand by the defensive line as Collins doesn't pick up the first down.
Made the first man miss. I think the first man was Quinn Jones. Didn't make the second guy miss. But yeah, this is definitely 4-down territory. Smart call from New Albany to keep the offense out on the field.
4th and 2 on the 37. DoresTV is sponsored by Domino's Pizza. Pick up a pizza tonight or anytime when you're watching Commodores football. Also, Nukes is another great option. And Beast Hickory Smoked Barbecue. So you got a lot of great options. And all of these places sponsor DoresTV.
Now, if you're the defense, be aware. They may just be trying to draw you offside. So you got to keep your head about it. It's only 4th and 2.
Collins will look to throw. He goes up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down. That's the first time all game where they've been under adversity and had a few good plays in a row to get the first down.
I wonder if this New Albany offense is starting to click a little bit. As quarterback's completed 3 straight passes, he's been able to pick up some yards with his legs, get you a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 on the 34. And Wilson picks up about 6.
There's a big hole on the left side there for New Albany to run through, as it looked like the Commodores were bringing pressure from the left side, and with the pressure coming from the left side, that left no one to try and make a stop.
Darren Tolles checks out, and New Albany trying to get something going. Under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And there's the snap, and he keeps it himself and doesn't get anything. Back to the line.
If that.
We haven't seen New Albany kick a field goal, so we don't know how strong they are from that distance.
I wouldn't imagine down the way they are. I wouldn't imagine they'd even think about kicking a field goal here.
Doubtful New Albany. Their offense is...
Defense got to get off the field before you have to start worrying about that, though.
Mm-hmm. In motion again, and Collins looking to throw. Throws it towards the end zone.
He was out of bounds. Nope, they're saying it's a catch.
It's called, and it looks like he's going to be down by the 1 or 2 yard line. New Albany making something happen on this drive.
He's stringing some completions together. I think they've woken up out of their offensive funk. I think Kynes may have jumped a little bit too early there as he stopped and turned around maybe a step or a second too early because he could have made a play on that ball.
If we were at another level, college or pro, that might have been reviewed there. And here's Collins, and he hands it off to Wilson, and Quinn Jones with the stop.
Lost a yard there.
Second and goal from the 3, so he lost 1.5 there. Minute to go here at Kitchens Field. Got a fullback and a running back in the I formation. Collins gives it to Cook, but the Commodore defense says no, sir.
If there was any high school defense that I would have faith to make a goal line stand, it's this high school defense. That's 2 straight plays they've tried to run up the middle, no gain. Looks, yeah, on this series right here, on these last 2-3 plays, the Commodore defense has more yards than the New Albany offense. They've pushed them back a yard each play.
Third down and goal. 30 seconds remaining. Might be the final play of the quarter. Collins under center, and he hands it off to Cook. And again, they stop him.
Quinn Jones leading the tackles.
And it looks like that will run the clock down to the end of the third quarter. DoresTV would like to thank Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, located at East University location. Got a great selection of 2015 model cars and trucks. Allen Samuels, come by and let's be friends. Well, we got a big fourth down ahead for both teams right here on DoresTV. Don't go anywhere. Please stay with us.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original, and that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide, perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you are a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag, and it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each, and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
Welcome back to DoresTV. We are at Kitchens Field on the campus of New Albany High School. And the Lafayette Commodores are leading 24-7. Here's fourth down, 4th and goal. Collins, he keeps it. He's trying to find somewhere to go, trying to make some moves. And I think he got in the end zone. And all that was just good footwork by Collins.
That was great footwork. Good effort. Great effort from the Commodore defense as they almost come up with a goal line stand. They're shooting off the fireworks. They took some of the cheerleaders down here by surprise.
And you guys, if y'all got the DVR, probably want to rewind that to see the moves that Collins made on the play.
I was completely fooled. I thought he'd given it to the running back who got blown up.
He kept it, and that's the second touchdown for the Bulldogs tonight. Here's the extra point. Oh, almost blocked, but that's going to be good by Ethan Rainey to make it 24-14 as the Bulldogs are back on the board. Lafayette will have the football when we come back.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232.
Oxford has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Come by and let's be friends.
Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
Welcome back to New Albany High School. You're watching high school football on DoresTV. We'd like to thank Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram for sponsoring DoresTV this season. And Lawrence, we got 11:50 to go. Not a lot of success offensively from New Albany, but any chance of an onside kick here?
I think it's still too early for an onside kick.
And Rainey kicks it deep. And it's returned by, is that Tate Owens? Or no, that's Mathers returns it.
That's a great return. He almost ripped it off him. He picked that up at about the, I want to say maybe the 5 or 10 yard line, all the way down here to about the 40. That's a good return. Great field position to start for the Commodores on this drive.
And we thought that the momentum was swinging towards New Albany, but with that kickoff return to the 39, I think you got to feel pretty good if you're a Commodores fan.
Now all you really need is 15, 16 yards, and you're already in field goal range. And the way the offense has been able to run the ball tonight, I figured that might be pretty easy. Of course, knock on wood.
There's the handoff to Terrell Price. He's not stopping for anyone, and he returns it to the 20-yard line.
Good job by Price there. As soon as he felt the defender come up on him, he secured the football. There's too many times you see running backs and even quarterbacks who like to run the ball decide that when they get out in the open field, they carry the ball too loosely and fumble the ball. Good job by Terrell Price to make sure he had ball
and
security.
Definitely, I think he's very close to the 200-yard mark. Thomas will give it to Price on the delayed handoff, and he dances his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
That did not take long at all. That's how you answer a long touchdown drive, with a very quick, short touchdown drive of your own.
And, Lawrence, that is the second time tonight where on 2 of the drives for the Commodores, they scored in 2 plays in those drives. Lafayette will attempt the extra point. It went out on us. Can't hear. And Lafayette will kick the extra point as they're up 30-14. Ryan Holland. His extra point is up, and it's good. Lafayette leads 31-14, and we'll be right back where the Bulldogs will have the football right here on DoresTV.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm.